Before you go into business, you must know this. The fact that you have left your working employment, or you want to leave your working employment, you have just left one boss, but you are coming to meet many bosses who will be deciding for you. Because everything you do, whether it's a service or a product, there are people that must pay. And not sabi talk, don't go into business. But to be excellent in anything you do, be excellent in anything you do. Do it the best way that you know. People that matters, everything matters to them.
So I'm live at the Morningstar Christian Center as a very Aruba and her husband. Wonderful church with a wonderful group of people. I'm here to talk to them about what you need to know before you start a business and what you need to do in starting a business. Many people do not. They have a lot of information that they need to know before starting a business and actually starting a business. And that's my plug for our Morningstar Christian Center today. And I'm speaking about that. And you can guarantee that when Segun Manuel is speaking, there's always something to learn. That's why I'm here.
So I just want to find out first, before I go on, by a show of hands, if you already started a business, let me see your hands. I've not started something, but I want to start something and start it very soon. Let me see your hands. Fantastic. All right. Some people didn't raise up their hands in either of the two. So are there people who have not started a business and are not interested in starting a business? I just want to work. It's normal. It's okay. So if you're in that category, let me see your hands. Fantastic. All right. So recently I was somewhere to speak, and a lady walked up to me and she said, I have requested for a loan of 100,000 naira, and I'm supposed to go and collect the loan by tomorrow. The people have agreed to give me the loan of 100,000 naira. And the reason why she came to speak to me was to ask, which business can I start with 100,000 naira now? She had done all the modalities for getting the loan. She had seen the people to give her the money. All she needed to know from me was, so tell me, what business can I start with 100,000 naira? When I was talking about it, you were laughing. What we see as business consultants mostly is that we see people who have the money but don't know what to do with the money. We also see people who have the idea but don't have the money to follow up with the idea that they have. There's another strange one. We see people who don't have idea and don't have money. The people who make it in business are people who have not just the idea, but also have the wherewithal to back up the idea that they have. But my prayer today is that the ideas we get here today will have enough funding to meet up with those ideas in the name of Jesus. Because it's not enough to have money. You have money and there is no idea to follow it. Then there's a problem. I see a lot of people who start businesses and do not already know what they need to know before they start their businesses. I saw a business around the area where I used to live. It's a residential area. A lady started this very fantastic bag shop. So she had all kinds of traveling bags, all sizes, rented a very nice, one of the most expensive shops in the area. You know, stocked the shop with all the bags, displayed them outside, had a sales girl. But I said to my wife, immediately I saw the shop, I said, this woman go to close the shop now, she go fix and wish the warrior. What did she not know before starting that business? Every business has people that are drawn to that business. I like your t-shirt. Nice. Every business has people that are drawn to that business. Every business has its area. When she started that bag shop, as expensive as the shop, because the shop from the look of it, it was very. They had done all the POP design, interior decoration, put the blue lights, and brought the product itself. She had a lot of bags. I told my wife, I said, this thing go soon close, and the woman go fishing and winch the one, but not be winch. The area where she brought those bags to, 3/4 of that area is a new developing area. So it's more like a ghetto that is developing into a hybrid area because people are buying lands around the area. If I call some names, you worry now, you know those kind of place. And I said, the people living here are not people that travel. Even if they travel, they don't use this kind of bag. Even if they use this kind of bag, they will not buy one every month. They will not buy one every year. If they buy it now, when they travel, they come, they clean it, arrange it on top of the wardrobe, waiting for the next time when their neighbor wants to travel, they borrow it to their neighbor. So it means that when one person buys it in the area, the community has gotten a traveling bag. So the shop is going to close because at the end of the day, she will look for people who she will force the bag on. Just come and buy. They say, hey, you never buy anything for me since I start shop. Say, I already get traveling bag. Say, no, come buy. Say, now 5,000. I not get 5,000, I take 3,000. Say, 3,000 too much. So this bag, now 2,000 that they sell out for market, you now say, oh, I can't take 2,000. Sell the bag without any interest on top, no profit on top. You sell it, and by the time she finishes selling that, because the profit or interest or the rate of return on that business is not coming continuously, she will sell one, sell two, sell three, and the shop begins to become empty, and there is rent at the end of the year. So the landlord comes and says, you never pay rent, whether you sell bag or not sell bag, you're not concerned. Are you understanding me? I'm going somewhere, follow me. I'm going somewhere. So she ends up forcing all the bags on her friends, family, and loved ones. So you go buy because all of us go to the same school. You buy because you marry my sister, brother. You buy because we go to the same church. You buy because for different reasons. She sells and the shop is empty, and because she doesn't have money to pay the rent, the next thing is pack the remaining one, go keep for one of the room for inside house, and the business goes down. And exactly as I predicted, less than a year after, that shop closed with all the design that she did. I've talked about this now, and many of us here can relate to what I'm saying now. If you look out to most of the businesses around you, you see that they start with all the excitement and all the zeal, and after a while, that zeal and excitement begins to go down. Why? Because they do not know what they need to know before starting a business. If she had asked for advice on what kind of business do I start in this area, I can tell her to sell water, but I won't tell her to sell bottled water. You know why? I told you the area is just developing. So the people that will be around there will be people who are coming to build. Workmen, bricklayer, tilers, which one again? People bringing sand, the people selling cement. If she sells bottled water there for 50 naira, it will be hard for them to buy. I believe so. But if she sells pure water, the market is ready and hungry for pure water, especially because building jobs are done during dry season, Abi. So that dry season, we need water to cool it off. So if she carries one bag of pure water before 12 o'clock, by the time all the workmen eat in the morning, one bag of pure water is over. By the time they start working in the afternoon and the sun comes up, another bag of pure water is over. By the time they finish and say they want to take lunch, another bag of pure water is over. But she's thinking in her mind that she needs to start a business. Is it possible that many of us here are thinking of a business to start, but we're thinking of a business that is not related to the environments that you are in? Some of you started selling hair. Have you? Say that hair they rain now. How many hair does a typical lady change in a year? How many hair can you sell to sustain your business for 2 years. That's why you see the people that started selling hair on Instagram. After a while, they change again. They are now selling spices. Am I lying? Are they lie? Not look this. I'm a worried boy like you. So when I speak, maybe you understand what they talk. Are they lie? The reality is that many of the people who started with all the excitement about makeup and all the other things that they did, there was a time it was makeup. There was another time it was cake. Everybody became a baker. There was a time it was hair. What's the new one now? Follow the trend though. One thing that will stand you out as a businessman is your ability to discover trends. There are trends everywhere. There was a time motivational speaker was the trend. There was a time comedian was the trend. I think the trend now is MC. You must, as a business person, be able to understand what business you want. And by the grace of God, by the time I finish my notes with you, you will be able to discover what business particularly is favorable in this area and how sustain. Because it's not just enough, sir, to start a business now and it ends in 3 months. Don't worry, you have enough things to write. I have my notes full there. What business is favorable now and it's not sustainable? If you do rice business, for example, within now and December, you should be careful about the rice business. You know why? If you go and buy now, it's how many thousand now? 20, about 30,000 naira. The usual price is less than about 15 or there, about 13,000. If you smart, go buy it now. Say, it go up by Christmas, it will reach 50,000. And you buy at, let's say 15. Or you buy at whatever price that they have brought it into Worry, say 20,000. You are hoping that Christmas. What if the government wakes up tomorrow and says, oh, we have blocked the border for too long and it has troubled everywhere, so the pressure is too much, we will open the border. And instead of 15,000, that is the usual price. Because forces of demand and supply, when the supply is too much, what happens? The price will crash. So when you're observing trends, these are the things you should be observing.
Just finished speaking at Morningstar Christian Center, was a very robust church, talking to the young people there about on their entrepreneurship connect program, and I spoke on what to know before starting a business and how to start a business. I was also supposed to talk about feasibility studies and business planning, but we didn't have the time. It was an exciting time. I'm sure you will see the clips from that my talk there. I shared a lot of things on business ideas that they need to start. And I'm positive that we'll hear good response from the people at the Morningstar Christian Center. I was excited. Chicks, you were there too, so
Yeah.
as you can see, I'm sweating. That's how we do. We give out our best at all times. Every time we go to speak, it's very exciting.